Shalom, back with part two. Bishop Nate and his madness. Let's continue here. So again, I believe we covered this fact, all right? This is Yahushua coming down as the angel, all right, having the key to the bottomless pit. The bottomless pit is Europe, people. A great chain in his hand. And again, that's not a physical chain, it's a spiritual chain, all right, placed upon the nation of Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man. Well, again, we ourselves have a spiritual chain upon us, all right? In other words, we cannot rise up, okay? It's not our time yet. Oh, yeah, we are at the end of Esau's evil, wicked reign. But again, we're not here. We have no power. We have no army. Do you understand that? It is through Yahushua and the angels. Yahushua is the one who gave him this power. One of his many reincarnations, regenerations, all right, was as Isaac. He was the second Adam. He was King Melchizedek, the high priest. Okay? Came back as, again, as Isaac, came back as King Solomon, and then, of course, as himself, as Yahushua, all right, to die for the nation of Israel. Okay? Do you understand that? So anyway, okay, so what it's saying here, and he laid hold of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. This is Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, the so-called white man, being powerless, okay, and forced into his caves after their Greco-Roman empires. Do you understand that? Now, while they were in their caves, they were powerless for at least about 1,000, 1,100 years. Do you understand that? So it lines up with Scripture. Okay? When you people go back and do your research. You understand? So, and cast them into the bottomless pit, which is Europe. Again, cast them into their caves. Now, during that time, that 1,000, 1,100 years that they were cast down, having that spiritual chain upon them, and they were in their caves, all right, the Caucasus Mountains, that's where you get the word Caucasian from, which means cave dweller. Do you understand? Okay, when they were in there, it was known as the Dark Ages on the earth, right? That's the name Esau gave it, the Dark Ages, when he came back into power, all right, during the Renaissance. What does the Renaissance mean? Rebirth. Do you understand, people? Are you with that? Okay? So he was bound for 1,000 years. He was in his caves, cast him into the bottomless pit, shut him up, right? And set a seal upon him, right? That spiritual chain, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, right? And after that, he must be loose a little season, all right? So after the 1,000 years, right, they come back into power. Probably in mid-1300s, but it took them at least a little over 100 years to take the Israelites, the Byzantine Empire, also known as the Moors. You people understand? Now remember, they were going off. Regardless, those were Israelites. All right? But it took them a little over 100 years to take them down. So by, the 1400s, they pretty much were back into power there. All right? About, the 1452, 1453, right around there. All right? Okay. Now, let's read here. Okay? Let's go back to this thing here. Okay? And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loose out of his prison. That's Esau, Edom, right? The dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, coming back into power for a third time to rule. Okay? After their Greco-Roman empires, after the 1,000 years. All right? and shall go out to deceive the nations, which they have, right, since the Renaissance, which are in the four quarters of the earth. And Gog and Magog, which is talking about Russia, right, to gather them to battle, right, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea, all right? And so, yeah, that's going to happen, and that's World War III. That's all part of Armageddon, okay? So what is this guy talking about, after 1,000 years? What he's saying is this, right? He's saying that after Yahushua returns, okay, after World War III, right, Yahushua is going to come what? He's going to set up his kingdom here on the earth. Okay, well, he's talking about that after 1,000 years that the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, the nation of Edom, are going to gather together and come against the Israelites. That's not going to happen, people. All right? And the scriptures we're going to take you to, again, prove that. Remember, it's what the scriptures say. It's not what man says. Whether you are the head of an Israelite camp, whether you're an Israelite or not, doesn't matter. It's what the scriptures say. It's not what man says. All right? So, let's do that. Okay? Give me a minute. All right. You see what it says here, Isaiah 2 and 4? And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, right? This is Yahushua and the angels, right? And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, right? And their spears into pruning hooks. And nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So there are not going to be any more wars. So, but Bishop Nathaniel is telling you that after they serve 1,000 years of being in hardcore slavery, that they're going to rise up again against the Israelites, who, by the way, people are going to be the immortal God, kings, and priests of the earth. Because remember, we're going to get the new bodies. So there's nothing he can do to hurt us, kill us, or destroy us. You understand that? All that? Okay? Matter of fact, we're going to end this here. We'll be right back with part 3, and we'll pick it up there. Shalom.